1 through 5. He says, these things Jesus spoke, and lifting up his eyes to heaven. Someone recently said, why are we supposed to look up when we pray? Well, there's one of the basis for it. You can close your eyes and pray, whatever, but he said, Father, the hour has come. Glorify thy Son, that the Son may glorify thee. Even as you gave us him authority over all mankind, and to all whom thou hast given him, he may give eternal life. And this is eternal life, that they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. I glorified you on the earth, having accomplished the work which thou hast given me to do. Hopefully that can be our prayer when we die, or before we're raptured. And now glorify thou me together with thyself, Father, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. And think about that in your own life. When's the last time you said, Lord, I'm ready to do what you want me to do? I'm ready to accomplish everything you've called me to do, everything you've called me to be. Father God, here I am. Let me do those things. Let me accomplish those things. He talks about authority and eternity. They are the emphasis. Let's keep reading. In verses 6 through 13, he says this, I manifested your name to the men whom you gave me out of the world. They were yours. Thou gavest them to me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have come to know that everything you have given me is from thee. For the words which you gavest me I have given to them, and they received them and truly understood that I came forth from you. And they believed that thou didst send me. I ask on their behalf. Now he's praying for the disciples. I ask on their behalf. I do not ask on behalf of the world, but of those whom you have given me, for they are yours. And all things that are mine are yours, and yours are mine. And I have been glorified in them. And I am no more in the world, and yet they themselves are in the world. And I come to you, Holy Father, keep them in thy name, the name which thou hast given me, that they may be one, even as we are one. Well, I was with them, I was keeping them in thy name, which thou hast given me. I guarded them, and not one of them perished, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. But now I come to you, Lord, and these things I speak in the world, that they may have my joy made full in themselves. How many people have seen the Father in you this week? When they got your order wrong at the restaurant. When the guy in front of you was going 20 in the 55. Or when you got behind the tractor, pulling all of the bales of hay, and you were in a hurry. And see, in verses 14 through 19. I have given them your word, and the world has hated them, because they're not of the world, just as I am not of the world. And I like verse 15. I do not ask that you take them out of the world, but that you keep them from the evil one. They are not of the world, just as I am not of the world. Sanctify them in the truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, so I have sent them into the world. And for their sake I consecrate myself, that they may also be sanctified in truth. And you've got to tie verse 14 with verse 18. As you've sent me into the world, so I've sent them in the world. And the first one says, I've given them the world, and the world has hated them because they're not of this world. Do you realize that Jesus makes it clear? I'm sending these people into a hostile environment. People will hate them and despise them because they look like their neighbors. So here's the point. First of all, Jesus says, I gave them principles to live by. But then it goes even further. He says, keep them, but don't remove them. I've heard people preach from this verse and say, that means that God will never let you be hurt or bothered by things. No problems will come into your life. No difficulties, no frustrations. You realize, folks, that the problems and the things that we face and go through, they season us. They season us. How different would the Psalms be if David had never seen Bathsheba? Or murdered her husband Uriah and then covered it up? What if Nathan the prophet never had to go to David and say, you are that man? You could take, if I'm correct, you could take about 23 chapters of the Old Testament out. Just get rid of it. There are 17 Psalms that have to do with David's sin with Bathsheba. If it never happened, take those things out. But he says, keep them, but don't remove them. In other words, Father, while they're going through these things and facing issues, stand by them. God never leaves you or forsakes you. I do not ask you to take them out of the world, but to keep them from the evil one. And notice how he started? He said, you'll be hated. You will be hated because of me. He prayed for you and He prayed for me because we would be hated because of the principles that God was going to put into our lives, into our hearts. He also said, let truth be their guide and their focus. Jesus said He was going to send us to that world that hates us, that world that can't stand us. And we'll go on. I do not ask in behalf of these alone, but for those also who believe in me through their word, that they may all be one, even as you, Father, are in me and I in thee, that they also may be in us, and the world may believe that you did send me. And the glory which thou hast given me, I have given to them, that they may be one, just as we are one. I in them, and thou in me, that they may be perfected in unity, that the world may know that you did send me and did love them, even as you loved me. Did you catch that? Jesus says, Father, love them like you love me. Did you ever catch that? He said, love them like you love me. For thou hast loved me before the foundation of the world. O righteous Father, although the world has not known you, yet I have known you. And these have known that you did send me, and I have made your name known to them. And I will make it known that the love with you to love me may be in them, and I in them. Jesus says that everything that these guys, these disciples saw in me, may they live it and pass it on to the disciples that they will make. Generations and generations and generations from now. See to know. He also says that the world seeing Jesus will be our only focus. When was the last time you shared Christ with someone that was lost? Bring the people that are on your heart and your mind to the altar this morning. Bring your neighbors and the people that you work with that are lost. Bring them to the altar this morning. Bring those moms or dads or grandparents or aunts or uncles or sons or daughters that are lost. Bring them to the altar. Even now begin to come. Pray. See, Jesus set the example. He made the way. He prayed for you. He prayed for me. So would you come and bring those people that God wants to use you to reach? Bring your situations that are confusing or frustrating. Bring them. And let's pray for the lost. Let's pray for this community. Let's pray that God moves and stirs the hearts and minds of people. And let's pray that it rains, that the Spirit reigns in this place.